So I was sitting here pondering to myself, right? And an idea came to mind. What if you change minimal details in the historical timeline? What would the world be like right now? Let's just say 9/11 never happened. What happens to the world? Do I still have to go to the airport 5 hours before my flight only to make it in time for the last call for boarding? What about, would I still have to get butt-ass naked just to go through scanning only to get searched 3 additional times before I get my clothes? What happens to Osama bin Laden? Let's just say son don't get killed in 2011. Are we still searching for this man? Is he still rubbing his hands together with the United States government on how they gonna take down the towers? What about Al-Qaeda? If we battling against Al-Qaeda, do they now tag team with ISIS? Or do they look at ISIS like a new challenger has a triple threat match? What happened? Let's even go before that, right? Let's go back to World War II. What if when we drop the atomic bomb on Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Japan, what if it ain't blow up and shit? Let's just say it was a dud, and the Japan released the Yakuza and Bushido Brown and dynamic entry, and then bam, the Allied powers lose. If the Axis win, what happens to the world? Are we all living under German rule? What happens to the Jews? Is shalom now considered hate speech? Can you no longer say shalom? Does J. Cole have to change his lyrics? My Jewel is still Jewish. Not no more. Are we taught German as the first language and English as a secondary language? Are all the babies' first words going to be, premeditated now to where they all saying, I eat Zeit for right? We're müssen die Juden not Let's even go before that, right? The Revolutionary War. Matter of fact, the day before the Revolutionary War, when Paul Revere went on his ride and told everybody the British were coming. Let's just say his horse was tired and it didn't want to go on any additional gallops. So son got on top of the horse, went for 4 gallops, and the horse was like, it's gonna be a no from me, dog, and just went straight there. What happens? He can't warn the people. Now the British done showed. What happens if son don't warn the British? Let's even go before that, right? Remember when they started with the African slave trade? So they went over to Africa and went and took the people, put them on the boat. Let's just say when they said, get on their boat, and then the Africans was just like, no. And the British people turned around and left. Like, no longer American slavery don't work. No. Does that mean you could go to all the white people who own slaves and like call Zuri from Black Panther, get the heart-shaped herb, and you have now had the strength of American slavery stripped away? Like, what happens to American history? Even before that, when Columbus and all them other people was pulling up, right? Let's just say the natives were just on the shore at the time and they peeped them when they were pulling up. Right, let's just say for all intents and purposes, the Lord of the Rings was out. I don't know who produced it. I don't know how they were able to watch it. Let's just say the natives have saw Lord of the Rings before. They saw the boats coming up, the Mayflower, all them other bullshit that there was coming, the Pilgrims was coming on, and let's just say they spotted them as, you shall not pass, and then Columbus and it was the alright then, and went the other way. What happens? Is there no Thanksgiving? Even before that, let's go way before that, like Jesus, right? When he was on the cross, he 33, he getting killed. What if he looked to the Father and said, I'm young, I haven't intercoursed enough harlots? So son turned into like Luke Cage and freaking Deadpool, get his regeneration powers going, and pull his hands off the nails, and now everybody's like, what? And then he looked to the sky, Shazam, turned to Captain Marvel and killed everybody. He Jesus, he probably worked at Arby's, he could do whatever the hell he want. We don't make sense, we make sandwiches. So he could do what he just kill everybody who there. So now, does that make Jesus a rogue? Do we still worship? What happens to the disciples? All 12 of them now, they like, oh, Jesus survived. Like, I'd assume when Jesus see Judas, he gonna run the fade on Judas. Matter of fact, no, he the god, right? So he might turn into like Beerus from Dragon Ball Super, be the god of destruction. Just look at Judas, Haka, and then Judas is dead. There's 11 disciples. Matter of fact, no, there's also Peter. He denied him 3 times, right? So when he sees Jesus, like, oh my, you survived. And then Jesus look at him, Haka, and now there's 10 disciples. If you change these things, what happens? What happens? What's wrong with it? So what's on?